All right, welcome to This Week in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and with me this week we have Skyline High School, which I found out is really highlights from pre-K all the way through 12th grade. So it's not just high school, but it's all your schools. Next to me I have Jason Davidson. Mr. Davidson, you are the principal.
That's correct.
All right, well, welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your background in education and where you came from, and then we'll go and talk about the school.
Okay, this is my 13th year in Jackson County Schools. I spent my first 10 years as a social studies teacher at North Jackson High School.
Okay.
In the fall of 2015, I accepted a position to be the assistant principal at Skyline School. Mr. Dukes was the principal. After he was elected superintendent this January of 2017, I became the principal.
Yeah, you like it?
I like it.
It's a lot of work.
It is, and it takes a lot of time, but
It does.
it's a great job.
Because you guys I don't think they know, but principals have to go to every game, every event, or
It's 24/7.
Yeah.
Especially with phones and emails and things like that. You're always the principal.
Yeah.
Teachers are always the teachers. This job doesn't have a normal
Sleep.
hour or schedule.
Yeah, it doesn't. I agree. All right. So, how big is Skyline? So they go from pre-K through 12. How big is your pre-K? Do you just have one?
We have one pre-K. It's 18 students.
Okay.
We're classified as a 1A school. We have 483 students if you count the pre-K students in that grouping. So we basically average two classes from kindergarten through the 6th grade.
Okay.
And then we have a 7 through 12 middle school.
Okay. Are they separated?
They are separated physically on campus. We have two buildings. We have a pre-K building, pre-K through 6th grade, and then our 7 through 12 in a separate building.
All right. So some of the things that we were talking about before the show was some of your clubs that you have.
Yes.
So you have FCCLA. And then,
FCCLA, FFA
Okay.
are two of the bigger clubs in the high school that has a large following or population.
Okay. And just for our viewers, FFA stands for?
Fellowship,
Future, I think it's Future Farmers?
Future Farmers of America.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, and then FCCLA is, what is it?
Family College Career Leaders of America.
Okay, all right, good. All right, and so tell me about, and then you said you have a beta club.
Yes, we
So
have a
those
beta
are the
club.
three basic clubs that you have?
Yes.
Okay, so what is FCCLA doing?
That is our home ec, Miss Helms. And
Okay.
she's organizing a state beta fair or state fair booth right now on child hunger.
Okay.
The theme is Feed Their Brains. And so she'll
That's
be
a good
taking a
title.
group of students to Montgomery, and they're going to be presenting this this week.
Okay, so and is it a competition for the kids, or is it just?
It's a presentation board.
So
I think they probably are judged based
Yeah, I
on
was
other
just wondering if they were
presentations.
judged. That's usually because I do have PLA, and I know that they have a lot of the same
Yes.
along the same lines of
Right.
competition. All right, and it says something about Backpack Buddies. What's that?
Backpack Buddies is a program that it's a weekend feed program for students that can pick up a bag at the end of the day on Friday
Okay.
and can feed them for the rest of the weekend. It's about 14 items per bag. Average cost about $4 worth of food in that bag that's donated. We're self-sufficient, and everything is donated through local organizations,
That's
churches,
nice.
groups. And the Jackson County Commission has helped raise awareness for this program this year. We've had a food drive at Walmart. And so this is a program that Ms. Helms has had going at Skyline for several years now, and we have a large participation in that program.
And does she you store it at school too?
It's stored, it's packaged through her class,
Okay.
and so they distribute and package all that.
Is any of it fresh, or I'm guessing it's just all
It's mainly,
prepackaged?
she calls it pop-top cans, or things that can be single-serving items.
Okay, that's a good thing. How many kids do you guys serve?
We serve about 55 students.
That's a lot.
It is.
That is good.
And one thing she wanted me to make you aware of is in the state of Alabama, 1 in 4 students don't have complete access to enough nutrition. So that's the program the theme for this year in Montgomery is Feed the Children, or Feed Their Brains, because nutrition is one of the key components in the educational process.
It is, and I don't think a lot of people really understand that, how we can help those kids. Even though we're just the teachers, we can help them so much and bring that. And as a teacher, we bring clothes, and we bring all kinds of school supplies. I mean, shoes.
Yes.
anything that they need just to help them out. So,
And Skyline does provide every student with school supplies when they come back to school in the
oh, they
summers.
do.
We do.
That's good. You get it all donated.
It's donated through local churches and community groups, and that's something that was started several years ago, and we've continued to do that.
That is awesome. We have some here, but they're broken down by the churches, so it's only the kids that go those directions. So that would be good to streamline it all. So that, I mean, that's a lot. We're talking almost 500 kids that get a backpack and get.
Well, they don't get a backpack, but they do get the basic pens,
The
pencils, papers.
pens and paper.
Yes.
That's really good. That's helpful.
And
All
if
right.
they do need a backpack, it would be provided.
Well, they would. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so it says something about home ec and the industry certification that's coming up.
We're going through a big recertification. She's heavily involved with that right now.
Now, is it for the school or is it for her?
Our whole system's going through
The whole
it.
system.
It's the career development through EBCOT.
That's nerve-wracking sometimes
Yes.
because you got to make sure everything's done
in line.
right. And you got binders of stuff, and I've done that before. So, all right. So she joined a joint leadership development conference.
Yes, they attended that. They went last week or week
Now,
before
was that a
last.
competition too?
No, that was just a conference in Birmingham.
Okay. All right. What did they? Do you know what they do there? Do they just listen to a guest speaker?
We had
or-
several. I think all the high schools participated in that program.
Okay.
We had a few students from Skyline. The others, they all rode a bus together to Birmingham and took part in that program.
Do you know how many members are in FCCLA?
I don't know the number of members in
Okay.
FCCLA.
I was just curious. And then, so let's talk about your other club, which is FFA. So who runs that?
Mr. Mikey Counts. He is the Alabama Advisor of the Year for FFA, and they are right now on their way to Indianapolis for a national convention.
Wow. How many kids is he taking?
He's taking 4 students with him.
4? Okay. Do you know how many are in that?
And it's probably one of the largest clubs on campus. I don't know the exact number,
That's
but we
very
are.
large.
We do have one young lady named Kaylin Rouse that is. She's with him right now, and she is I'm going to get this right, the North District FFA Secretary for the state of Alabama.
Wow.
And he has a former student, Mr. Josh Davis, that is getting the highest degree that you can get in ag. He's getting the American FFA degree.
That's pretty good. Pretty
pretty good.
impressive.
Yes.
It is. How many students do you guys have in ag? I mean, do you have the class too? Or is it?
He does have classes as well.
Yeah.
He has a normal class size most of the time.
Do you do that in middle or just high?
That starts in the 7th grade.
7th grade?
Mhm.
That's pretty good. So you have a lot of students that way. Okay, let's talk about sports. So,
Yes.
I mean, this is sports season,
Yes.
no matter where you look. So what kind of sports you got going on? Or
Right now we have cross country going on.
Okay.
Our cross country boys came in second in the Jackson County meet this past
Ooh,
weekend.
that's good.
Yes, and then basketball season is about to tip off, and that is our first home game will be in November.
November. Have they started tryouts?
They've had tryouts and they're
And
practicing.
they're already practicing?
and conditioning us.
Wow, that's pretty good. Do you have boys and girls or just?
Yes, boys and girls. We
Okay.
have
And do you have JV just? or
starts out in
just-
junior high. We have junior high boys and girls. We
Okay.
have 9th grade boys, a JV girls and boys, and then we have varsity levels in both boys and girls.
Wow, that's pretty good for a smaller school.
Yes.
It's a lot. Okay, so what are some other sports? Do you have any other sports that?
We'll have in the spring. We'll have softball. And
Okay.
one of the students I brought tonight participates in basketball.
Yeah, she was
and,
talking about what's coming up with her.
He
thinking
participates in basketball, and she participates in the spring in softball, and he's also on the golf team.
Oh.
So I'll let them talk about their spring.
Okay,
and fall
that sounds
sports.
good. All right, and do you have any? Somebody said bowling. Did you have bowling?
We have had bowling up until this year. We have not been able to get
Aw.
enough students to come out for bowling this year.
Bowling's so fun.
We were defending county champs 2 or 3 years in a row because we were the only county school with a bowling team. So it was hard to get enough participation locally, and that's something that requires a lot of travel because we
Yeah,
don't have a bowling alley on
That's what I was
campus.
going to say. I was going to ask, do you have a bowling alley local?
It was in Scottsboro.
Yeah, that's good. How far is
That's about 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not too far.
Mhm.
That's close. All right. So no bowling, which is one of my favorites, and so it says the boys place second. You were talking about at the Jackson County meet,
Yes, in cross country.
right?
Coach
At
Saint.
cross country. There's another one, and then that coach is Rhonda.
Rhonda Saint.
Okay. And then do you have girls cross country too?
She has two girls, but there is not enough to create a team division, so they compete as individuals.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay. And then it says the boys placed fourth at Pisgah Invitational
Yes,
too.
at the Pisgah Invitational.
So how many kids are on the team? Do you have any idea?
There was approximately 4 to 6 boys on the team, and then 2 girls.
Oh, that's good. All right, and they're all high school, or are they some middle school, some
They
high
start
school?
in seventh grade.
Seventh grade? So do they kind of run together since they're like all in the same?
They all practice together, yes.
So they don't separate them like the schools that have a middle school and a high school? Because
Not
I
in
come
our-
from a middle school, and we separate our middle school and our high school.
Not with cross country. It's all the
Is
K-12 schools that have the cross country
Okay.
teams.
All right. And then basketball season's coming up, and you said our guest coming up could talk about that. But who are the coaches?
The McCarvers, we have Ronnie McCarver and his son Chance,
Okay.
TJ Perry, and this year we've got Hope Russo helping out with some of the female sport basketball programs.
So do you have female and male on this one too?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All right. And then it says something about you've got a homecoming November 17th.
Our homecoming is during basketball season.
Okay.
And so Miss Bellamy is with
that
me
'cause
tonight.
you-
She's going to talk about homecoming, but we will have our homecoming event during
Do
basketball
you like have
season.
a dance and?
Yes.
That's cool. How many kids do you think will come?
It'll be a big turnout.
What age group can come? Because typically,
That's
if you're
a-
just a high school, is it just high school still?
Yes.
Do they have to be like 10th grade, or can they be 9th grade?
I think we'll probably go 9 through 12 with that.
Just
But
curious.
Miss Bellamy can tell you all the details about the homecoming.
Okay, I'll catch her on that. We'll dig out all the details.
I brought the experts with me to answer all the questions.
That's good. I like that. That makes it easy on you. All right, so let's talk about some of you. You've got some, I guess, fundraisers and ways to make money for your school, which is super important.
Right. We try to limit the number of fundraisers that we have. We have clubs that have fundraisers, but as a school-wide function that we have fundraisers, we try to have one in the fall, one in the spring.
Okay.
We sold candy bars last spring, and we plan on selling candy bars again, possibly in, next spring. But this fall, we just concluded. Miss Emily Waldrop, my assistant principal, coordinated the Viking Fest, which was a fundraiser that we just concluded.
Okay. What is that for somebody who doesn't know?
The Viking Fest runs off, and I brought a list of corporate sponsors that I'd like to recognize.
Sure, go ahead.
Because we have these partners in education, and we ask for donations. So we're not actually pushing a product. We're actually
Just
we don't
asking
have to
for money.
split. We don't have to split our profits with any outside agency. So this
Makes
money
sense.
that is donated to the school is going toward the school 100%. So I've got several gold level members, some silver and some bronze. If I can quickly run
Sure,
through
go
those.
for it.
Our $300 gold members were Mr. Reuter, Harbin Ford, Lambert Incorporated, Scottsboro Chiropractic, Cumberland Mountain Outdoors, Avens Machine, Independent Service Center, and Unclaimed Baggage. And then our silver level $200 donators were Womack Electric, Woods Cove Florist, the Town of Skyline, and Sunny Horizons.
Okay.
And then our bronze level $100 donations were Pikeville Store, Captain D's, Park Avenue Drugs, North Alabama Health, Heritage Wire, Maples, R&J Cafe, Valmont Industries, Big C Drugs, W.A. Akins, Golden Lamb, Merrill Norman, MMI Breast Center, Kramer's Gym, Metal Tech, and Tennessee Valley Signs.
Can we talk about the prices, or is that bad?
That is the amount that they donated.
Yeah, can we tell them?
Sure.
Okay, so if you were a bronze member, the ones they donated $100. That's quite a bit for
Yes.
for a business, especially for people who don't know. I mean, it's small town, small community that
And these names you'll see year in, year out.
that continually help the schools.
Yes.
And I don't think a lot of people know, and this has come up several different schools, is that most of our funding does not come from the state. Most of our funding we have to find.
Right.
I mean, the money that comes from the state really just puts on the light and the electricity and a few things like that. So
That's correct.
all the technology and all the other stuff, basketballs and stuff, have to come from either club fundraisers or through school fundraisers. So, and then the silver was $200 and then the gold was $300. That's pretty good. Thank you guys for donating.
Yes, thank you.
So, okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will, I'm not sure, we'll either talk about this or I'll bring a couple more guests, and we'll finish with them.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.
The Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District wants to be your destination for appliances and outdoor cooking products. With one of the Southeast's largest showrooms for indoor and outdoor kitchen equipment and supplies. See the Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District for the biggest and best. Check out the ultimate cooking experience with the Big Green Egg, Smokin' Brothers, dedicated providing quality barbecue products, and Traeger wood-fired grill products. With over 150 different kinds of rubs, spices, and barbecue sauces, we can make your grilling and cooking experience the best it can be. We also carry a huge supply of wood pellets. The Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District offers 90 days same as cash. Financing is available, and we service what we sell. Come see us today at 21620 Highway 117 in Hyder. Take I-59 south to the Hammondville exit, turn right, and head up Sand Mountain to the Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District. 256-632-9386 for the Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District.
Glass Farm Nursery on Highway 11 south of Trenton is now open for a limited time with what you need for the fall season. Now in their 46th year. Shop and compare. 8-inch mums just $4.99. Large mums $17.99 right now. Plus, fresh fall pansies are on site and our fruit trees are half price. Get to Glass Farm Nursery for the absolute best selection. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 2. Glass Farm Nursery, 4.5 miles south of Trenton on US Highway 11. For 46 years, Glass Farm Nursery.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College is now accepting applications for classes. We offer programs in business, health, industrial, and public service at 6 campus locations with financial aid options as well. Take day, evening, or online classes to get your degree, diploma, or certificate. Apply now. Drop by one of our campuses today or check us out at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Get focused. Get hired.
The Dade County school system continues to put the safety of students first. That's why the Love the Bus Elementary campaign rolls on. Love the Bus is designed to teach students the importance of safety, respect, and proper bus etiquette. As we continue to enhance efforts of safety for our students, we'd like to have you as part of our team. If you're considering a career as a bus driver, there's a special training session coming up in October. To attend, call the Dade County Schools Transportation Department at 706-657-7053 today. Part-time hours with full-time benefits as a bus driver for the Dade County School System.
Dobbins Supermarket, serving the community for over 70 years with fresh cut meats and a full line of grocery items. Dobbins Supermarket, Highway 71 in Higdon.
Dobbins Supermarket this week. Find beef chuck roast $3.49 a pound. Fresh fryer leg 79 cents a pound. Barnes hot dogs 99 cents a pound. Little Debbie snack cakes 4 boxes for just $5. And mozzarella cheese sticks $3.99 a bag. All this week at Dobbins Supermarket, Higdon, Alabama.
All right, welcome back. If you're just now joining us, it's This Week's in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and we are interviewing Skyline High School, which is not technically a high school completely. It's pre-K through 12th grade, and they have about 500 students, and that's a lot of kids in a small space, in one space. From what I understand, they have 2 different buildings. So next to me, we just got done talking to the principal, but next to me, I have the counselor. It's David Adkins.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And then this is Heather Bellamy, and you are the librarian or
library media specialist.
Media specialist,
Yes.
or yeah, that's the new title. It's kind of like home ec is no longer home ec.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I always call it, though.
Yeah.
So it's all right. All right, welcome. So let's talk about you first. What have you been doing in education? So you
Well, I actually when I finished college, I worked for 2 years at the central office, and then I went to Skyline, which is where I graduated, and I've been there since. I taught 1 year history. Our librarian retired. She had been there for 23 years. I think 23 years. She had been there since 1973, before we had a high school.
Wow.
And so anyway, there's only been the 2 of us.
Yep.
So this will be my 17th year, and I still enjoy it.
That's good. So what is your degree in social studies?
My bachelor's degree, and then
Okay.
I received my master's in library science, which is typically what you have to do
librarian
now.
does.
And then received my EDS in library media as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, good. I'm not from. I don't live where I was originally from. So, but I think sometimes it would be kind of cool to, go back to where you were raised and grew up and stuff. So, and you did the same thing.
Yes, ma'am. I actually graduated from Skyline in 2000 and was able to finish up with Athens State in 2008 and come back to Skyline as a graduation coach for 2 years, teach history for a year, and then transferred to North Sand Mountain and Bryant as a counselor for 2 years, and then had the amazing opportunity to come back home, and that's where I've been since.
So were you living there when you were working at Bryant?
Yes, ma'am. I lived at Skyline and drove to Bryant every morning for 2 years, and I loved every day of it. 2 great schools out there.
Yeah, they are.
I was glad. And then Actually, North Sand's the biggest school we have in our county, and I went to Paint Rock Valley for 1 year, which is the smallest K-12 in the state of Alabama. So I've worked in all different kinds of settings.
Yeah, I mean, and you've been for 9 years. So
Yes, ma'am.
that's a lot for 9 years.
Yes, ma'am.
That is good. And you taught history.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you like history?
I do like history. I taught history at Paint Rock Valley. You know, you wear many hats as being a small school.
Oh, yeah.
I think we had 80 students, K
Ooh.
through 12. And then I also did PE during that year at
A lot
Paint
of
Rock
stuff.
Valley, as well as counseling duties.
Yeah. Do you like the bigger schools or the smaller schools? Or
Skyline's my speed.
Yeah.
I like it because every student has their place. We know every student by name. I get to drive the buses in the evening, and you know.
so you're a bus driver too.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
We'll add
ma'am.
that to your hat.
Yes.
There you go.
But the kids love knowing their names. At the end
yeah.
of the year, if I don't know every student on the bus's name, they get a prize, and they know that. So I always learn them quick. But that's a good way to get to know the students in another capacity.
It is. Well, and for students, I think they just feel special if we can recognize who they are. And it's funny because just being an educator myself, I've had kids who go, like I had them last year, you remember my name? I'm like, yeah, I remember your name. You can't forget those names very well. So, all right. Okay, so let's talk about some things that are going on. So, as the librarian, you're also do the yearbook, you said.
Yes.
And what else?
I have your book. I have prom and homecoming, which is coming
up?
Yes,
That's a big
Since
thing.
we have homecoming during our basketball season, that's November the 17th. So
Okay, yeah,
it's
make sure to
coming-
put dates out, November
Yes.
17th. Okay.
Coming quick. We'll be playing Randolph, which is a private school in Huntsville. We'll be playing them.
Do you only play 1A schools too?
No,
or?
we don't. In fact, we have a variety of classes. We're 1A, and that we'll be playing this time. It's good competition that our kids will be involved in
That's good.
this basketball season.
Okay, and a big thing that's coming up, the PTO fundraiser.
Yes, that's
And you're a parent.
Yes.
Just make sure. Are you a parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, and your kids, you have 3 kids, and they're 1 in each, basically grade level, like
have-
elementary,
I
middle.
have a first grade, a sixth grade, and a ninth grader.
So you're actually a PTO member as well.
Yes.
So you're
Yeah.
not just okay.
Yeah.
So, but they've got a big fall festival coming.
Yes, our fall festival is our largest fundraiser that we have. The money, we typically try to give at least 2 scholarships, and we've had the opportunity for Northeast to match those.
Yes.
I think we gave 3 last year, wasn't it? We
Yes.
gave 2 $500 and 1,000. Is that correct?
Correct.
And so that is our largest fundraiser, is our fall festival. So we have games that the kids go throughout the elementary and play games. They buy tickets, and our moneymaker is our bingo that we have. We have it in our lunchroom, and we offer chili supper. And so it's just we don't have just people that have children. I mean, we have people from the community that know, hey, that's the time of year. Fall festival.
That's
bingo.
what we do. So it's a community
Yeah.
event, really.
Yeah.
What day is it?
It's the 30th.
30 October.
Mm-hmm.
October 3. What time do you know?
The chili supper starts at 5:30, 5:45,
I'll
and
make
the actual we have a costume contest where the kids will parade with their costumes through the lunchroom, and then the ones that win the contest will be given extra tickets that they can play
Okay,
games. So
right.
that begins at 6, and then bingo begins at 6:15.
I love bingo.
Yeah, I do too.
It's fun. And is there a theme for the costumes this year?
No,
No,
just
whatever.
yeah.
So more like because it's the
Yeah.
Halloween. Okay. All right. And then, David, let's talk about you got dual enrollments.
Yes, and
So tell people what dual enrollment is, because I know, but they may not know.
dual enrollment is an amazing opportunity for our students starting their 10th grade year to enroll in college. At Northeast is our partner in school, and they receive credit at Northeast as well as Skyline. Last year, we had awarded to our school over $20,000, and that's just
Wow.
amazing. The Career Tech scholarships are coming in from the federal government, and Northeast does a great job working with our students. We're on the 13th of November, they're coming in, and we're applying for spring semester. But Northeast Community College does a lot for our students. Miss Bellamy mentioned earlier that they matched our PTO scholarship dollar for dollar. So we was able to award over $3,000 last year from PTO, and then our local scholarships they've matched as well. And it really makes a difference. $500 being doubled for our students really makes a difference in whether they take 4 classes or 3, because they can use these scholarships for books or whatever they wish.
Right. That is a big deal. I mean, any amount. When my son went to school, it was like $5 was helpful. So it was. How many kids you got in dual? Now you guys said they only have like 34 seniors.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
we got a small senior class this year.
How many are in dual enrollment?
Dual enrollment, our 10th through 12th grade, we have about 70 kids that attend Epcot Center, and that's where most of our dual enrollment is stemming out of. But we have about 30 kids that participate in the dual enrollment on a consistent basis, and these students are all getting scholarships. So if they take one career tech class, they get a academic class awarded to them as well. So we have nurses and machinists that are almost completely finished with their degrees. We expect in the next few years for some of our students to receive their associates as well as
Coming
their
out of
high school diploma on the same night.
That's what I was going to ask you. So you haven't had any that have been accomplished that yet?
No,
It's hard.
We've had some that's come really close, but we're a small school, one English teacher, one math teacher,
Right.
and it's really hard for us to offer some on campus, so that our students are having to drive to Northeast or receive it internet-based. But we're working. Mr. Davison it's his vision to see some of our teachers go back and get certified, and we're working right now with 2 of our teachers. One just got certified for science, and one's coming up for English. So we're going to be able to offer our students more and more as the years go by.
Well, that would be really cool. Okay, and then you got some trips coming up.
Yes, the big hit words now are college and career ready, and we pride ourselves in our students. College is great, and it's not for everyone. We have some students that are career ready right out of high school, maybe one more year getting their certifications, their apprenticeships, but we take trips to junior colleges, 4-year universities, and factories as well. Last year we went to Nissan in Decker, Tennessee, and it was amazing at some of the technology there, and it really excited our kids. They come back with a new will to learn. It was neat for me, because that factory they drove you with a little buggy car through the whole factory, and it was really interesting to see some of the careers that are under that roof.
I think kids, well, even adults, don't understand what kind of careers there are. I try to get my students to think about it. I'm like, okay, take yourself in a day, and every place you walk, think about, is that a job? Is that a job? Because I don't think they really understand, like, how many jobs are in Nissan or how many jobs are in any of these places, really, Mm-hmm. So, do you only take the seniors?
No, we start in 9th grade. We just had a CEO Expo, which the Impact Learning Center in Jackson County puts on annually, and we took our 9th grade students to it, and it was amazing. All the different occupations in Jackson County, Marshall, DeKalb were represented. The kids could see every walk of life, from firefighters to health occupations to police officers. It was really neat experience.
That's cool. All right, and then so it says that you were recently ranked in the top 20 schools for LMO students for your college and career ready.
That's correct.
That's impressive.
Us being a small school, we only have one counselor, one librarian.
And that's you two.
Yes. So we're sort of stretched.
Yay.
We service the whole school, but in doing that, every one of our students are ready for college or career. We try to make sure that every student feels like they have a place outside when they graduate, and we don't just cut them off at graduation. We walk through to the career,
Right.
or the college, whichever direction they choose to go. But we were ranked 19th in the state.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And for some people who may not necessarily know either, there is a big deal for students to be able to go through the program and come out, ready for a career. And especially since you guys get to see them from kindergarten, those kids. So by the time I'm finally getting, and I'm working, because I'm a business teacher, I'm working just starting to get them to think about it. But then they leave me, just about the time I finally know after 3 years, and then they go to a new set, of counselors and teachers. So I'm sure it's got to be a great reward to have them all the way through, because it gives you the ability to really work with them.
And even though we're a small school, we had an 8th grade transition this month where our 8th grade students and their parents could come in and ask questions about high school, even though they stay in the same hallway. There's lots of changes with credits and requirements and state testing. So we pride ourselves in our students feeling like they're ready for the next step from 6th grade to 7th grade, with the opening the lockers to just meeting the teachers. We do a transition day each year where from K-12 everybody moves up, and they experience what it's like to be a 2nd grader or a 3rd grader for the day.
No, it's a big deal. It really is. Okay, and the last thing we're going to talk about, you got a student named Jordan Kane. Tell us about him.
Jordan Kane, he is a former student of ours. He's 23 years old. He's got a lot going for him. He graduated from Skyline High School, went to the workforce and college at the same time. And at a young age of 23, Jordan has came back to the county, and he's working at the tech school, our Epcot Center, as a machine tool instructor, and doing a really great job. And we're really proud of some of the products that are coming from our school. A lot of success stories.
At 23, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
That is really good. Okay, well, and the other thing I see on here is the class of 2017 had a $750,000 record.
Yes, and
That's pretty low of money.
For the amount of students we have in our high school, that's amazing. That's a lot of 4-year full rides. We had a couple join the military, and I challenged my class of 2018 last year to beat this record, and they're sweating it. But 2 of our students that we're going to have on the program later, one, she's already knocking at the door. She's doing really well in scholarship offers already, so we're really proud of them.
Well, that's a lot of money, especially how many graduating students did you have last year?
36.
So that's a lot of money for 36 kids.
I would say 90% of our students that applied for a scholarship received some type of scholarships. We had a lot of local scholarships last year that were matched, but our community really does a great job helping out with scholarships. Stacy Ledwell with Mr. Rudy Perlman, he has been such a big help to Skyline. He donated his time and services for our cleanup day this year, but he donates a scholarship each year, him and his wife, and just different community leaders like that is what makes Skyline such a good place.
That's pretty good. Okay, and the last thing that you were talking about was that you've got a back room in the library, and you're going to set it up for technology lab?
Yes, it has been our a mini computer lab for several years, and Mr. Davidson's vision is for this to be more of a technology room where we can work on career and college readiness
And
things.
what you're envisioning, like to come out every day, or just when they're not busy in a class, or are you going to pull them out?
just kind of when as needed. We our local community members that are on our water board chose this to put out there to add $2 to the and that money is technology money and that's one of the things that's gonna go for. So we've had maybe 60 people already to sign up. So we're hoping we get more, and that's gonna really help.
Another thing that Mr. Davidson has done since he's been principal is last summer he asked me if I wanted to come out of my little box office, and he gave me a classroom-size classroom to work with our students to prepare them, and it's amazing how much more I can get accomplished having a work area that I can bring multiple students in and service at one time, have 2 different things going on. So we really appreciate some of the vision, that he's brought to our school.
Well, that's cool. Sounds like you guys got a lot going for you. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Really appreciate it. Okay, we'll come back in just a few minutes on This Week's in Jackson County Schools.
Looking for a great way to change your look? You'll find the friendly professionals at A Classy Cut Salon ready to care for you. A Classy Cut Salon is in the Grove Shopping Center next to the Dollar General. We serve men and women of all ages at A Classy Cut Salon. Call 657-5607. That's 657-5607 for an appointment, or just walk right in for your next classy cut from A Classy Cut Salon in the Grove Shopping Center, Highway 11 North in Trenton.
A memorial marker is a reflection of the way you share your love for a family member who's gone on. It should help celebrate their life. At Heartfelt Memorials, we dedicate all markers to honor and express the love you have for your family members. We can help create a memorial marker to express that love, or even add death dates to already existing markers. For all your granite marker needs, call Heartfelt Memorials at 423-227-8658. That's 423-227-8658 for Heartfelt Memorials, helping you honor your loved ones, serving the entire tri-state area from Trenton. When you or a loved one is facing a life-limiting illness, hospice care may be the answer. At Tapestry Hospice, the patient is the focus of our care. We are here to serve you and facilitate your wishes. Tapestry caregivers are concerned with managing your pain, keeping you in touch with your physician, and helping you make plans for the future. Hospice is life-affirming, and Tapestry Hospice can help you deal with all aspects of life, mind, body, and soul. Call Tapestry Hospice for more information. 706-383-8812. That's 706-383-8812. Tapestry Hospice. Redefining hope. Folks around these parts have put their trust in the Ponder name for filling their prescriptions for decades. Jennifer Ponder Hicks, Doctor of Pharmacy, continues the tradition of fast, friendly, and personal service at Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy. Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy is convenient to our customers between Dobbins and North Sand Mountain School, next to Northeast Alabama Health Services. Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy gladly accepts most insurance plans, including Alabama Medicaid. When the need arises, have your doctor phone Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy at 597-4020. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy.
A small bank with big service. Citizens Bank and Trust, offering a wide range of services, including online banking. Pay your bills, manage your account anytime, 24 hours a day. Your account balance is only a phone call away as well at 657-1234. Or visit our convenient locations. Lookout Mountain, Georgia, Higdon, Alabama, on our main branch on Highway 11 in Trenton. Citizens Bank and Trust, 657-5678. A community bank that believes in the community. Citizens Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back. We are this week's in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and we've been talking to Skyline High School, if you're just now joining us, which is really pre-K through 12. They have about 500 students, and we've been talking to the principal and the media specialist / librarian and one of the only counselor. So we've enjoyed what we've talked about so far. So next to me, I have two seniors. Welcome, guys.
How are you?
I'm good. So tell everybody, each of you, introduce yourselves, and then I'll just ask questions. What's your favorite subject? Let's see what else. And have you both been going to school at Skyline since you were little?
Yes.
Yes. Or I did until I was in 4th grade, and I started homeschooling, and I come back when I was a freshman.
Okay. All right. So tell us your name.
My name's Caitlin Brewer. I'm 17, and I'm a senior at Skyline High School.
Okay. What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Math. Okay.
Yes.
I'm Gavin Arnold, and I'm also a senior at Skyline High School, and I guess my favorite subject is history.
History. Now, you said you want to be a
teacher.
A teacher. You want to be a history teacher?
No, I want to be an elementary teacher.
Oh, an elementary.
Yes,
why?
ma'am. I'm just really good with kids. I just really I don't know. Just everybody tells me I'm really good with kids, and I just feel like I'm really good with kids.
Do you have a lot of kids around?
Yeah, kind of, so.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I want to be a computer engineer.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of schooling.
It is.
What do you want to do with it?
I just like math and numbers, so.
You could be nuclear engineer.
Yeah.
That's a lot of math and numbers, too. Right?
Yeah.
Then you can blow up the world. No, sorry, just joking. We're just joking. Okay, so tell us about some of the things that you've done, Gavin. I mean, there's a whole list here on my paper of super, I guess, cool things that you've accomplished. Like it says that you're voted best.
Personality.
Okay.
Best personality.
Well, let me tell you, I've been only here for about 30 minutes, and he's not a quiet, shy child. Nope, young man. And so I can definitely see where you might have best personality.
Yes, I did get best personality.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't brag.
So when you were really little, did you always get in trouble for that because you wouldn't stop talking in school?
Yes, I did.
That was my first thought. Wow, when he was little, he never stopped talking in school.
Yeah, I think I moved to the back.
Did you ever get moved in the hallway?
No, I never got moved in the hallway, but they put me in the back, and they put me like a desk like length away from the other kids. So
Did that help?
No.
Have you gotten quieter or learned how to control it as you've gotten older?
Learned how to control it.
Okay, there you go. All right, and you work? You're a waiter?
Yes, ma'am,
Where,
I am.
where do you work?
I work at R&J's Cafe at Skyline.
Okay.
And I've been a waiter. I've worked there for about 2 years, but I've been a waiter for a little over a year now.
Okay. And I'm not from there, so is that like next to the school? Or
It's really close to the school. It's about a mile away from the school.
Okay, and what kind of food do they serve?
Anything. That's pretty much like country food.
Have you ever dropped one of the big trays?
Yes, I have.
Yeah? How'd you feel?
It was all drinks, so like when I dropped them,
that's
it
the
was
worst, I
like it
think.
was pretty bad because they went everywhere. And
Did it
it's
get
just-
on any customers?
No, I didn't get on any customers. I dropped it in the back. But so like now I'm sitting there trying to clean it up and trying to get the food out, and I was slipping and sliding, so that wouldn't.
Yeah, I could never be a waiter because I would drop it all over the place. All right, and what sports are you in?
Basketball and golf.
Yeah, and you guys don't have a golf team this year, right?
No, we do.
We do?
Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. We do have a golf team.
Okay, and so basketball. How many years have you been playing?
4 years.
4.
Mhm.
So do you want to go to school for basketball too?
I would like to.
I mean, you're
but
tall.
I'm
How
not
tall
good
are
enough.
you?
I'm not good enough to be on basketball.
You're like what, 6'2"?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I would guess 6'2". All right, and so your future plan is to be a teacher. And are you good at golf?
I wouldn't say I'm good at golf.
Are
I
you
like
better
golf.
at golf or basketball?
Probably golf.
Okay. All right. Well, so that means you're good.
Well, I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
All right, and Caitlin, let's talk about you now. So, what do you want to do?
I want to be a computer engineer.
All right. Okay. And then you were voted the most
Friendliest.
Yes, Are you really friendly with everybody?
I try to be.
Are you one of those that's always happy?
Yes.
And you're just always smiling?
Yeah.
Does that ever irritate anybody?
Yes.
Yes, it irritates Gavin. So, are you cheerleader by chance?
No, we don't have cheerleaders.
Oh, you don't? Would you be if you did?
I'm not really the cheerleader
Because
type.
I always see the cheerleaders are always usually the happy ones and the friendly ones and stuff like that.
I'm more sportsy, I would say.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were the one they were talking about with a possible scholarship for sports?
Maybe.
You're thinking about it.
I'm thinking about trying out, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a big thing.
Yeah.
What sport?
Softball.
Softball. Have you played the whole time?
Oh, yeah. A long time. Since I was 11.
Oh, really? So,
travel ball.
So what's going to make you say yes or no?
I guess if I want the load of that and college work too.
Engineering's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It really is. So, okay. And then you do something called Backpack Buddies. So he was already talking about it, but go ahead and talk about it again.
It was the program with Miss Helms, and I had her home ec class last year, and we just helped pack the foods to send for the weekends and pass them out and stuff like that.
So, like, were there Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, it's like Pop-Tarts and stuff you don't have to warm up and
You just grab and
refrigerate.
eat.
Yeah.
So, did you ever talk to any of the kids about it?
No.
No.
We don't give out names of who it is. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I was just curious. All right, and then you do yearbook?
Yes.
All right, so what are you going to do in the yearbook? What
We
is your
go
job?
around and we take pictures of all the events happening and just snaps of kids, and then we're the ones who like make the pages and help Miss Bellamy.
Organize them?
Yes.
Yeah, how many pages do you usually have?
I think it's 100.
That's a lot.
Counting ads and stuff.
That's a lot. Do you guys do senior ads? Or baby ads or anything?
Your parents can buy an ad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, did your parents buy you an ad?
No.
They're going to. No, I'm just saying. I want to make them, but.
You gonna make them?
Yeah, I'll make them. Give me one.
Okay, see what I was talking about, guys? Yeah. Okay. All right, and then you're the class vice president?
I am.
So what does that do?
Well, we just kind of help. Our senior sponsor is Miss Proctor, so we just help her with whatever she needs.
And, I mean, what do you guys, do you go out and do extra stuff? Do you guys work with I would think you guys could be a great resource for the elementary school because you guys are right there. Do you guys get to go down there a lot?
Yeah, we do a lot with our elementary. Yeah.
So, all right, well, that's good. All right, so you were going to talk about upcoming week, some of the upcoming things. So one of the things that's this week is Red Ribbon Week.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about that.
It's Drug Awareness Week, and like Monday we dressed up as leaders, and today was Cowboy Day. Tomorrow is Wear Red. Thursday is Dress Like a Hippie. Friday is Wear Your Viking Gear, and it's just raising awareness of drugs.
Okay, so did you guys dress up today?
I did, but I changed to come here.
To come here?
Yeah.
Did you dress up?
I did not because I thought we were coming earlier, so I was going to, but turned out we was leaving later on in the day.
Do you have full cowboy gear?
Yeah, I would have dressed up as
Yeah.
I would have been a complete cowboy. I'd have had everything.
Like chaps?
Yeah, I'd probably show up on a
chaps and-
horse. But, you know.
Okay. All right. And then you also have College Application Week. which he was telling me that you guys had 100% participation last year.
Yes.
What does that mean? I mean,
Like-
does that mean 100% of the seniors actually applied to some college?
Yes.
So 100% of the students want to go to college?
I don't know if they necessarily want to go, but they encourage that you at least apply to Northeast, just for
That's the
in case.
community college?
Yes.
So, I mean, you never know. You could go and get a couple things done, and one day, at least you'd have some background if you wanted to go further.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you're going to go where?
I want to start out at Sneed State Community College.
Okay.
And get my associate's degree in computer science, and then continue at the University of Alabama in Huntsville and finish my computer engineering.
Well, and that's good thinking because you can at least get some of your English and your history and some
Mm-hmm.
basic, and then you could get a taste of, is this really what you want to do?
Right.
Before you then you're already committed and you have to switch it again. All right, and then we've got homecoming.
Yes.
Have you helped with homecoming?
I'm actually a homecoming attendant.
She's been a homecoming attendant for 4 years.
Is there jealousy?
Not jealousy, but
Yeah, a little jealous.
well, there's a little jealous. I
Yeah,
think some of
a
the girls are
little
jealous,
jealousy.
but
Okay, are you a homecoming contendant?
no, I'm not.
Have you ever been?
No, we don't have homecoming.
Oh, you
if we
don't?
did, I would be, but it just
Oh,
so.
okay. So is it just one, just queen?
We have 2 girls, 9th through 11th, and 3 for seniors.
Okay, and only one gets it?
Yes.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thanks.
Did they crown you and everything?
Yeah.
Have you won in the other years?
Oh no, seniors win.
Oh,
But-
only seniors.
yeah.
Okay. So the other ones are like your court or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. So just one other girl is up against with you?
There's 2. There's 3 of us.
Oh, three
So-
of you up against each other. Have you won the, well, you haven't won because you were in the ninth grade. I mean, senior. Okay. So what are some other things? Do you guys know anything about the Veterans Day coming up?
I do not.
No? You just know that Veterans Day is coming up.
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Do you know what day?
Is
It's the same day every year.
November 11th?
Very good.
I'll
She
come
passed
to
the
that.
test. Good job. All right. Well, you guys have done really good. Anything else you want to add before your stardom debut is over?
Oh man.
So here's your chance. You're on live TV. Okay,
no,
he's
wait,
quiet.
man, I can't think of
I'm
it.
sure some of the people down there at Skyline High School is going to be surprised you were quiet.
I beat Tyler Behringer for Mr. Skyline. Just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
He comes second place.
Is there a Mr. Skyline?
Yeah, I am Mr. Skyline.
What is it? What's that?
I don't know. I just know I got Mr. Skyline.
Okay.
Or 9th through 12th votes.
Oh yeah. Oh, I knew
Out of
that.
the
I knew
senior
that. I just
class.
knew, yeah.
Who they want. That's pretty much it.
So then nothing really happens. You don't get to wear a crown or
No, we get like a picture in the yearbook, but
Okay.
Everybody just knows.
Good
no,
job.
I get on TV, so I thought it was pretty cool.
Okay, there you go. Well, congratulations. Well, thanks,
Well,
guys,
thank
for
you
coming
very-
on and talking about everything.
Well, thank you for
I wish
having
you both
us.
the best of luck in your futures.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, we'll be right back.
Can you gig it? Oh, yes, you can. We know you've been waiting for a long time, and now Tennessee Valley Net is bringing it to you. Gigabit internet service now available in certain areas of Dade County. Not just fast, super fast internet service now available from Tennessee Valley Net. People are talking, I mean really smiling about gig speed internet available in limited areas from Tennessee Valley Net. Call today at 706-657-4367 or log on at tvn.net and see if gig speed is available where you are. We know you'll gig it from Tennessee Valley Net. At Brown's Tire Pros, your complete automotive service center, everything rotates around you. When you visit Brown's Tire Pros, you'll always get friendly customer service and high-quality work. Your purchase is also backed by the Tire Pros nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance. Brown's Tire Pros carries all major brands, including Michelin, and Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that will keep you going for miles to come. For hassle-free service and one of the industry's leading warranty packages, stop by Brown's Tire Pros in Trenton or visit us online at brownstirepros.com. Hungry? How about Cloud's Pizza on Highway 71 in Higdon? Not only do we have pizza with dough made fresh every day, Cloud's Pizza serves a delicious hot food bar, and we make cookies fresh every day. Make sure to order the famous cheese sticks, made with that fresh dough and real Wisconsin cheese. And don't miss Fish Fry Friday. That includes catfish, hush puppies, and more for only $8.99 Friday, 4 p.m. to close. Cloud's Pizza, Alabama Highway 71 in Higdon, 597-3100. Open till 8, Monday through Saturday at Cloud's Pizza.
At Gross Furniture in Trenton, Georgia, you get the savings, the selection, and the satisfaction of getting the furniture you deserve at the prices you want. Come in, relax, and take your time. Our staff can assist you with the entire process, from expert advice to professional delivery. That's because Gross Furniture is local and treats you with honesty. Just north of the Courthouse Square on Highway 11 in Trenton. Gross Furniture, the home furnishing store that offers you more.
Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank Marion Countyans will ever need. At 402 North Cedar Avenue in South Pittsburgh, 4765 Main Street in Jasper, and at 14087 Highway 28 in Whitwell. Providing the highest standard of customer services with a personal touch. Our associates can help you with personal loans, personal lines of credit, a variety of mortgage loans, and more. And we offer real-time internet banking too. See us in South Pittsburgh, Jasper, and Whitwell today. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank Marion Countyans will ever need. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome to this week's in Jackson County Schools. If you're just now joining us, I'm Pamela Stone, and this week we're talking to Skyline High School, which is really a school that is from pre-K to 12th grade. Next to me, I have Mr. Davidson.
Yes.
And you're the principal. Excuse me, you're the principal. You have about 500 students, and we've been talking about all kinds of stuff.
Right.
We just got a couple seniors on here. It was really a good
Yes.
segment. So we have a few more things we want to talk about. So the biggest thing you want to talk about is...
Well, we are now part of something called the P3 Continuum.
Okay.
We were one of only a few schools in the state of Alabama chosen through this grant process to continue the things that has changed drastically with pre-K, with a hands-on learning approach, using something called Teaching Strategies Gold to measure assessments through things that are not typical like a report card would show, but a developmentally appropriate program of measuring students' achievement. And so we were able to apply for a grant, and my kindergarten teachers, Miss Wilson and Miss Hastings, were awarded a $30,000 grant this year.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
It is. It's a great deal amount of money, and those went to resources in the classroom, some for professional development, and we hope to continue that through the third grade over the next 3 years.
So what did they get to use the money for?
The first part of the money was used for training for them to go learn about the Teaching Strategies Gold that our pre-K had been using.
Okay.
Now my kindergarten teachers are certified to do those. And it also purchased instructional tools for their classroom. So they basically got a brand new upgraded classroom this year.
Wow.
And so the kindergarten class this year
That's a lot.
is a revamped classroom now.
That's cool. Do they got centers?
They have centers. It's hands-on learning, so it looks like a kindergarten classroom that you and I may have went through when we were younger. That approach is coming back to where you have a lot of interaction and hands-on activities.
I remembered I love like the house section and the art
Yes.
section. It was
We have
really
an
a lot
art
of
section.
fun.
We have a house section. That's correct.
Yeah, I thought that was always a lot of fun. Okay, so you got some other things. You've got technology tools for our schools.
Yes, and we highly encourage folks in Skyline and the Cumberland Mountain Water Authority to, if they have a question, contact us at the school.
Yeah, and there's this form.
There is a form. You can pick that form up at the water company,
see
or
it.
you can get it from the school, and you can either send it back through your student to the school or take it to the water company. That partnership has been a very successful partnership with the water board.
And they just take the money and they give it to you.
That money
Well, not
will
you
be divided.
directly,
The
but-
water company will quarterly send us the money to be used for technology.
That's really cool. That's a great thing. I mean, it's
Yes, and
cheap.
I think Ms. Bellamy can attest that'll be a very needed area for us to improve on.
Yeah, because technology is just going crazy. And I mean, in 2-3 years, those computers aren't going to be good anymore, and then you have to buy new ones.
That's right. You'll never be able to stop spending money on technology.
No, it's crazy. All right, and you got Miss Vicky Smart. She's doing some grant from Lowe's.
She was part of a grant process that was awarded for a room in our elementary building called the Collaboratory.
Okay.
It's got a Lego wall, and she's got some interactive stations
I
set
love
up.
Legos.
It is a very unique little area that she's got set up, and that area is open prior to our PTO meetings that parents and community members are welcome to come by and take part of.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so, and you got an advocacy.
We have advocacy. That's a county initiative, so all schools should be talking about advocacy. We do it every other Wednesday.
Okay, what is it?
It's basically where you take students that are not normally in your classroom or immediately under your supervision, and you learn, you have activities, so you learn a little bit more about them. We have the ability in our school to learn everybody's name.
Right.
And so for a kid to know that you know their name and you call them by their first name and you know a little fact about them gives them that connection that is needed.
It does. I know that. Yes. And then seniors toured recently. I don't know how you say this. Sanoa
Sanho, America. Mr. Atkins took him and Miss Proctor had a 12th grade trip to Northeast, and on their way to Northeast, they stopped by and had this tour.
What is that?
It is a manufacturing place in Scottsboro.
Okay.
So my goal is for not only my children, but the children that's at Skyline and anywhere in Jackson County to be able to get a career and come back to Jackson County. We need to invest in our own county. So I wanted them to be aware of what's available to them locally. And so as many opportunities that we can provide industry to come into the setting, or we can go into the industry, I think they'll make a connection. And we've had a lot of guest speakers. Mr. Harbin came from Harbin Ford Chevy and spoke to our students. Ms. Campbell came from PHP Fibers. Mr. Mike Elkins with Unclaimed Baggage will be at school in the morning talking, and he's also with the Chamber of Commerce to talk about the things that are available to students without having to drive an hour or two outside of the community.
Well, and that's the same as like I was talking about earlier with my students. So many of them, I do a lot of career thinking, and so many of them just tell them to list down careers, and they just, they think of 4 or 5 McDonald's, and most of the time they're places to work. And I'm like, but think about how many jobs are in that. And so it's really important to me. I'm all about doing elementary school all the way up to get them to see real life people doing real life jobs and what they're going to do in the what they can do in the future.
They just need the connection a lot of times. They need to know faces and places, or someone to ask questions to about. And our staff does a great job of preparing them for the future. You can see that we are a small school, but we have the ability to tap into resources from a county perspective, or we have those partnerships with places like Northeast that is a gem for our community to have.
And small or not, you're going to raise those kids just like the rest of the communities, big or small.
That's right. And the vision that we have is for the students to be engaged, to find out things that are relevant to them in their career, and there has to be a level of rigor that can prepare them for the jobs of the future, because a lot of the jobs that are available now will change drastically, and we have to prepare. We're trying to prepare students for jobs that don't even exist today.
Oh, that's hard. That is a challenge. So, and you were telling me earlier you have 3 words that you guys focus on: engaged, relevant, and rigorous.
That's right. And that's our.
And does that go all the way down to the elementary school and up, or does it start pretty much in middle school?
I hope that if you walked into Skyline School on a given day and you ask a random student, no matter what grade they were in, they can tell you those 3 words. I think that's not only 3 words that just to memorize, but 3 words that we try to live by at Skyline.
Well, I think
the people I brought with me today shows you that.
Oh yeah, very much so. I mean, and they're really good words. I mean, those are what I would call words for the future.
Yes.
Because without them, there's no future.
That's right.
So I think they're really good. Okay, so we just have a few more minutes. I'm just going to cover a few things that we talked about earlier and some we didn't. So you've got box tops. You guys collect box tops.
The box tops, that's also Miss Smart. Those will be collected. The fall submission is this Wednesday. So tomorrow.
So parents, get your box tops ready.
That's correct. That's just for the fall submission. You can still bring them in after tomorrow, but they have to be turned in on a deadline.
Okay, and where do they turn them in at?
They can bring them to Miss Long in the office, or they can send them by their students and give it to their homeroom teacher.
And their teacher will get them to Miss Long? Okay. And then you have Fire Prevention Day coming up.
Fire Prevention Day is this Friday, yes. Well, we've got several things going on this week, but Miss Amy Church has organized the Fire Prevention Week, and we'll have local fire departments come in and volunteer their time for fire prevention.
Do you have them come in and show the trucks and everything?
We have several stations set up for the elementary students to participate in smoke houses and stop, drop, and roll activities. And we also had an earthquake drill on 10/19. At 10/19, it was a earthquake drill that we took part in, and I think the very next day or the day after that, there was actually a report of an earthquake in Scottsboro.
Really?
So prevention is the best cure.
It is. It absolutely is. Okay, and then you guys have Be a Champion Read.
Be a Champion Read is an AEA partnership that we're following. It's a reading competition with the elementary students for them to read a book and then be able to choose either Alabama or Auburn. And by the way, Alabama is dominating heavily.
Is that?
And we have a billboard or a bulletin board set up so that they can place their colored drawing on the bulletin board.
And based on how much they read? Is that what it's based on?
Yes.
And that's
and there's some
the whole
contests
school?
they can enter through AEA. AEA sponsors that.
So is that the whole school, or is that
It's
just elementary? Just elementary?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then let's just remind everybody, we're in Red Ribbon Week this week.
We are.
So tell
tomorrow
everybody.
Wear red.
Wear red. Okay.
Wear red tomorrow.
And then Thursday?
Thursday is Hippie Day. Dress like a hippie. Peace out to drugs. And then Friday is wear your Viking pride gear. And then we actually go into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Monday is Disney character or character from a book day. And then next Tuesday is Scare Drugs Away, wear your appropriate Halloween costumes.
Oh, wow. And you guys did stuff today too?
Today was Cowboy Day.
So you just added 2 extra days. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, and then we've got the PTO Fall Festival coming
It's
up
next Monday, the 30th.
at 6 p.m. Well, really, I think she said the chili
5:30.
cook-off's like 5:30.
I think so. Yes,
Or
ma'am.
the chili, the chili, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you've got a Veterans Day program coming
Veterans
up.
Day program. We are out of school on the 11th, but
Okay.
our program is on the 8th. We have a program for veterans at 9 a.m. If you're a veteran in the Skyline community, please contact the school. I think Miss Janice Wilson is organizing that event, but you can talk to Miss Long and she can connect you. But we just want you to come to our program if you are a veteran in our area.
You're our parents, so you hear everything that's going on at Skyline. So you guys got a lot going on. Well,
We do.
thanks for coming on.
Thank
I
you
really
for having
appreciate
us.
it,
We
Mr.
really
Davison.
appreciate it.
You guys sound like you got it together, and I really think you'll be relevant in the future, just like what you want.
Thank you.
You're doing good. All right, so thanks for joining us today, and we'll be back here next week.